I'll be specifying here like okay, public string greet method, which is going to just return have a good day. Have a good day. Now this is going to get me this value returned if I just make it as a REST controller, and then here I'll be having like at the rate get mapping and /get. Okay. Localhost colon 8083/get. And yes, have a good day is coming. Okay, so fine, this is working fine. Similarly, I will have another one. So this is a query parameter which I'm passing, and then I will test this by like /welcome user equal to Mohan, and then enter. So welcome Mohan is coming, right? So this is working fine. Welcome Jiten, fine. So it's coming here. Next, I will be having one more here at the rate. Let's take post mapping. Yeah, so this is to greet based on the type of day, and this is body parameter. Now, see this kind of thing. Obviously, I cannot test it now from the browser. So I need to go for the postman for that. So except get, I cannot test for anything else from the browser. Then definitely I have to go for the postman. Okay, so you can see now, yeah, started. Now if I have to come here and put /day, okay, now there's a problem. If I press enter, see the error. Okay, I cannot say now day question mark type equal to morning. Okay, like this, if I press enter, see still white label error because it's not a query parameter. So type I need to pass as a body parameter, and in such cases I have to definitely take the help of postman or some other third party ARC tool. Okay, that is REST client, ARC advanced REST client. Okay, or RC, that is REST client tools. So this is one of the REST client which I can use. So I should remember that I have to call here post method. I should remember that, okay, what is the URL going to be here? Okay, so URL slash 83 slash what we call like uh, day slash, okay, no slash, then I should remember it's a body parameter. Then I have to go to body, and again, what kind of data. By default it supports JSON format, so I have to go and select here raw and select here the JSON format, and then I have to type here that, okay, JSON content should be in this manner, that is it has to be of type and then colon morning. Okay, and then if I just click on send, I should be getting good morning. Yeah. Oh, morning. Well, morning is not coming properly. Morning return is already there, so break is not required. See, break is showing error that not reachable code. No, if return is there, then break is not required actually. Type, is it coming correctly? What I'm passing? So, good night, and here type morning as it is coming. Okay, the whole string type is coming with the complete JSON object actually. But it should not do this. It's taking the complete JSON object. Yeah, it's taking the complete object. So right now, just for, because I want to show something else, so what I will do is I'll just add path variable as of now. I'll take it path variable, because generally when we say body parameter, we'll be taking here not string type, we'll be taking actually an object of type. That's what's happening. So if we take here employee object or some object which has type attribute, then it will be fine. So that's the thing. So for that, I have to create a separate class now, and then that class argument I should pass here, which will take type as an attribute. Then it will work. Otherwise, it's taking the complete. think this whole thing as a JSON object, and that's assigned to string. Yeah, so now it will work. So yes, good morning. Okay, so here morning is printed what we are passing. Yeah, so but I want to pass JSON object only. So what to do? Okay, simply I will take the same thing with put mapping. So put mapping rather than post mapping, put mapping. And this is again with slash day slash type, and this I'll take hello, and rather than type, okay, I'll let it be type only, and this is going to be an object. Okay, so here at the rate request body and string type, not string type. This is going to be a class. So I'll just create inside, no, not here, in the models. One class with the name daytype. Daytype is the class, and finish. And this daytype class will have private, private string type. Obviously, get a certain methods for this. So, done. I'll come here and type here that it is of type daytype. Dt. And then here I have to pass dt dot type. Dt dot type. Same thing here. Dt dot get type. So that whatever string is coming, that will be printed here. Yeah. And in that case also, just to find the difference, I'll just put here hello. Okay, so this post put say, oh, now this should not be with this one because it's not a path parameter. Now, yeah. So same slash day, but with post it is a path parameter, and with put it is actually a body parameter. Okay, and here the slash welcome, which is with the query parameter. Okay, and greet doesn't take any parameter at all. Okay, like that, all are of different types here. Okay, still I have not put with patch and delete all those things. Okay, now coming back here, and no, not here. Postman. So if I say post with day morning send, so yes, I'm getting good morning. Similarly, if I say here afternoon, and then click send, so good afternoon is coming. So regardless of this, but if I want actually it has to be sent as a body parameter, I'll just remove this, and here I'll specify like evening. Okay, evening, and then if I try to click on send, see, it will not work because it is showing me error. Why? Because the post method with slash day evening not possible. So body parameter is not possible with the day. So slash day expects path parameter. There is a put method which expects this. So I will take put method with slash day, and then I will pass type colon in evening. And then if I click on send, yes, now hello, good evening is coming. So this means that yes, I should remember, right? See, even Postman is not helping you out with telling like, okay, which all the HTTP APIs methods are there. Okay, what is the URL, what kind of parameters it is expecting, which kind of HTTP methods are there with that associated. Okay, so all these things you have to remember. See, just to show you the problem statement, first I'm coming here. Okay, you have to know that which all HTTP methods, REST APIs you have created. Okay, and then along with that you have to actually do the appropriate operations. Let's see, these are the some of the things. Now second problem statement, like that, what if I have more than one controller? Okay, let's see, is that allowed? First of all, can I have more than one REST controller? So let me create a new class once again, and this time I'm taking it as calculator controller. Okay, and finish. This is for the calculation purpose, and this also again with REST controller at the rate REST controller. Okay, so REST controller, and inside that I have public int add method, which takes int b, and then it will do return a plus b. Okay, and I want these both should be at the rate, let's take get mapping, no, not get mapping, I will say post mapping simply. Okay, so post mapping and type here add. I'll just rerun this. So see, I have two controllers now. This is a separate one. So if I want this one to test, add and subtract will take the query parameter a and b value, and then the circle is with post mapping, which is taking radius as a path parameter. See, I have to remember like this, right? While running the program here, okay, now add, okay, which is with query parameter a equal to 10 and okay, and b equal to 20, and then I have to make sure like it is with get mapping, and then send it. Yes, 30 is coming. Similarly, if I want to do the other one, circle, okay, slash radius 15. So, or yeah, 15. If radius is 15, then I have to remember that I had used post method, and then I will just click send. So then area of circle is 706 point something, and the parameter is so and so 2 pi r. So it is now coming with the output. But I should be knowing all these things. Okay, just in real time, imagine if there are like this many controllers. Okay, so numerous controllers, and each controller has so many methods, because here for practical only 2 3, and that too without database. Now with database operation, so many things which you have created already. Okay, so with the different permutation combination, for example, for it's not only insert delete update normal one, it will be like by designation, by uh, yeah, by designation, by salary, by again in ascending order, descending order. For every purpose you might have different REST APIs you have created, and different ways you are passing the parameters. That too again, it is query parameter, all those things. So remembering all these things is a difficult thing, right? So I want to finally create what is, I don't want to like, because in my project if I have thousands of REST APIs, I manually they definitely cannot remember it, and writing it down in a file or something, that is not been the right approach. So which is one of the documentation thing which is supported here for the REST API which I can use? I want to create a documentation. See, if I create a project like this, how will my client knows what all the REST APIs are there? I need to definitely create a documentation and give it to client, right? So this API will do this activity. This is the argument type. These are the parameters. This is the name. All these things will be specified in that. So how can that be given? So the popular one is Swagger. Okay. Otherwise, we have multiple REST API documentation tools available in the industry. But yes, the thing, I have to go to pom.xml file. And in the dependency, I need to add the Swagger. Okay. So for that, I will go to MVM. So covering here. So Swagger 2. Okay. Swagger 2 and search. Swagger 2 and search, and then I'll get this pink fox Swagger 2, and then I have to go to one of the version which is available. Let's take 2.9.2. Oh, there was 3.11 also. I think they removed or what, because yes, that had some bugs also. But anyway, let me try with this. Copied, and then I will come here and paste here in the dependency section. Oh, only adding this will support it? No, only adding this will not support actually. So what we need to is we have to enable this Swagger. Okay, so after adding this, it will only download the jar files. To enable this Swagger, we have to actually go to the main class, and above that here we have to put at the rate enable. Okay, enable Swagger. Enable Swagger. So yes, enable Swagger. This is what I need to add, and then save it. After doing this, now I will relaunch it. Now what this will do is it will actually enable the Swagger documentation, and now you can access it with 08083 slash v2 slash API docs. Okay, so in fact yeah, API hyphen docs, this I can do, and then I can click on send. This is with get method, and then I can click on send. So now you can see this is what is the complete API documentation of Swagger, okay, which is coming here. So this is doing what is, it is actually finding out what all the REST APIs are there in your project. Let's see. See API documentation, etc. So scroll down. Okay, base path slash nothing is there for the base path, it is saying, and then it is saying that there are actually three controllers. This is the basic controller, error controller. This will be by default available for that white page error which is coming. Okay, so that will be there, and we created calculator controller and my greeting controller. So see, it has said it has created these two controllers. It is saying found. There are two controllers, so calculator controller and my greeting controller. These are the two controllers, and then the path for them. So see, the calculator controller contains one slash add with get method, and then it says that there is a this add method, okay, is with the operation name add itself, and then the parameters for that is a, okay, is one variable which is a query parameter, which is required is false, means it's not a mandatory attribute. Okay, and then type is integer. Okay, so it says that yes, there is a query parameter a which is of type integer. Similarly, another b is another parameter which is also query parameter which is of type integer. So this is what the add takes, and the responses it gives is if it is proper 200 means successful, then it will return the type integer. Okay, and then if it is 401, 403, then which kind of errors, what kind of reasons, okay, description unauthorized form hidden, this is given, and it's not deprecated, so it's not the deprecated one. Similarly, the another one which we have in my the calculator is calculator controller is circle and slash radius, and then it says that it is a part of calculator controller, and it is like a circle method, and then it is like with the this is the operation with the circle using post method. So consumes application slash JSON format. See, it accepts in JSON format the data. Okay, and then the produces any format, and then the parameters for this is name radius, which is the path parameter. The in type is path parameter, which is radius, and type is integer, and required is true. Yes, it is a mandatory attribute. If you don't pass, it will show error. Okay, so responses again 200, description okay, etc. Then coming down, and it is not deprecated. So again slash day. If it is day, then it is a put method, and then my greeting controller it is a part of. So day is a my greeting controller, and it is with HTTP method put. Hello is the method name, and it can take again application slash JSON, and the parameter for that is it is a body parameter. Okay, so it is a body parameter, and the name of that parameter is DT. Okay, and it is a required attribute too. Okay, and already mentioned it is of type JSON. Okay, consumes of type application slash JSON. So in JSON format, I have to pass this particular content information of the type. So like that, all the details are being given here. Okay, responses again, if it is 200 successful, then string will be the response. Okay, so similarly coming down again, day and slash type. Okay, this is not body parameter, but is a path parameter. This is with my greeting controller, and there's a method name is hi, and application slash JSON. The format parameters is nothing but type variable, and that is a path parameter, and it's a required attribute, and it is of type string. Okay, and responses, like see, like that we have to keep on going to all these things. So this is the API documentation which will be generated, which can be given to the customer. Okay, so from this it will come to know like inside your project, okay, what all the things are available. Okay, means what all the REST APIs are available. Okay, so that will be known by this. Yes, will this be useful for testing? Previous days this is what we used to do, give to the customers. Okay, but nowadays this is not that much useful, because when I have hundreds of REST APIs, thousands of REST APIs, scrolling and looking all these things one by one and getting the details. But after looking to details as a client, again I have to go to the Postman, and again I have to type the URL, all these things in the combination, right? So it will only get me the details, but after getting the details, to read out these details and perform the testing manually, that is also a cumbersome thing only, right? So I want some tool which will automatically help me to even generate the REST client. Oh, REST client automatically generated means you don't have to write, you don't have to even download any REST, okay, a client. So I don't want Postman. Oh, if Postman is not there, fine. Rather than Postman, I will have something, let's say some tool which will allow me to test it in Spring itself, so that I don't have to separately download the Postman tool. Second problem. But after downloading the Postman, some tool for which is like from Spring only provided, let's say, or Java provided one, I will download that tool and I will test using that tool. But the second problem still which is there is, I have to manually remember, right? Like for which REST API, which HTTP method, because for the same URL, I might have multiple HTTP methods, and all these HTTP methods might take parameters in different manner. So how to remember which REST API URL, what HTTP method to use along with that, what kind of parameters to pass, what is the data type format, it is JSON, XML, etc. See, many things I have to actually remember and pass accordingly. For that, to overcome all these kind of problems, we have one more solution which we are going to see now, which will be very useful. Okay, so coming back to that solution, I will come back to Maven repository. See, I want Swagger, fine, but Swagger is not helping me much with this testing and other things which we generally do with Postman. Postman means, again, it's a UI tool, right? So do we have anything for Swagger in terms of UI? Yes, there is a Swagger UI. Okay, let's search for it. So Swagger UI. Okay, Swagger Spring Fox Swagger UI, it has come. I'll go to that, and I will just come here and go for this 2.9.2, because same thing I have added Swagger Spring thing. And now I will copy this and come here in the project and the pom.xml file. In the dependency section, I will add it. Okay, add it, save it. After saving it, I'll just restart it. Oh, started. Okay. I hope it has downloaded completely before restarting. So here, after this, I will just come back here and Postman. No, I don't need now Postman. So where I will go? Okay. So to see this particular thing, okay, what I can do is I'll just completely close this Postman now. I don't need any Postman at all now. Okay, because that's what we said. Okay, so just this Swagger UI added. Then where to test it? Let me come back to this and type here slash Swagger 3 slash Swagger hyphen UI dot HTML. Enter. See what happened. So when you have enabled Swagger UI, it has come with HTML page. And see, what is this? This is the same API docs which we created. And see, this is that API docs which has the complete information. Only thing is we can add actually a plugin of JSON so that it will come in next line accordingly. I have not added any plugin. That's why it's all coming like this. Okay, but this is the same Swagger v2 slash API docs which we saw actually in Postman. Okay, so that is also there. But that is like a lengthy one, right? And we have to remember, rather than that, come down, have a look. It is showing that these are the three controllers which we have: basic error controller, calculator controller, migrating controller. Yes, this is what in API documentation was coming, right? Fine, this is coming. But now I want to test it. What I want to test, let's say migrating controller contains what all the REST API I want to see. Click on that and see, it shows you what all the things are available. Have a look. It comes with coloring system: put, post, get. Okay, so different color. Okay, so these are the HTTP methods, and this is the URL it is showing. Okay, let me go for the greet first. Click on greet. See, greet itself expands and says that, okay, you want to try it out. Okay, it's available here. Fine, I will click on try it out. Try it out says directly no parameters required for greet. Directly you can click execute. Okay, let me execute and see the return content is saying that it returns. It internally is testing by creating this URL slash greet, and it says that the 200 response body, and it is returning me have a good day. Oh, good. So this is coming because it doesn't have any parameter, so it came very quickly. Fine, means it was easy to test it. Let's take welcome now. So I will go for welcome. In welcome, again, see, it is saying try it out, and see, it says there's a user attribute required for welcome, which is of type string, and it's a query parameter. So means you have to pass with question mark. Okay, but again, I am a client. I don't know, like I have to pass a question mark or slash. What is really query parameter means here? Okay, so here, what I will do is I will just anyway try it out is there. Click on try it out. So you see, it is asking you as a text field. It is not asking you to know actually the syntax. It is question mark or angle bracket or curly brackets or anything. So it's just like user. Okay, I will say here, for example, Ramesh, and then I will click on execute. When you click on execute, it will show you what kind of URL it created. See, it created a URL like this. So welcome question mark user equal to Ramesh. It created on behalf of you. And then See the response is welcome Ramesh. So 200 response body. Okay, and then the response header, all these other information is showing. Okay, fine. So this good. It's actually getting me all this help. So I will just again minimize this. Now let's say post method. Okay, so this is day type. So post method day, and see it is saying that there's a type variable which is of type string and it's a path parameter. Okay, again try it out. So I don't have to remember, only I have to enter here the type like morning. Okay, and then click on execute. Now when you click on execute, see here down, it will show you that it is passing like path parameter like this /day/morning, and then the response of that is good morning. Okay, similarly I can actually pass here rather than morning, I'll say afternoon, and then click on execute, and see I'm getting here good afternoon. Okay, so afternoon passed here. Similarly, if I pass here something which is not a valid one, then we should get actually good night. So here you can see the good night is the return. Okay, so yes, it's all working properly. Okay, fine. So this is also working fine. Post, minimize, and now put method. Put method, let's see. Oh, put method is, have a look. It's even showing like what kind of data it should be sending. Okay, if I would have made that there actually consumes of type XML, application/XML, then it will show you this in terms of tags. Okay, means what kind of data it is expecting you to pass. So you don't have to even remember what kind of data you need to pass. So it is saying that DT and is a body parameter. That's why see it is not visible here in the URL /day. But I want to try it out. When you try it out, not only that it shows the syntax, it is already created the syntax for you. If it is an employee object with name and salary designation, everything would have been created here. Only you have to put the value. Isn't it very good compared to Postman or any other REST client tool now? So in fact, you don't have to depend on any tool at all. So here I'll say, for example, it is evening. Okay, evening. I will type and then I'll click on execute here. So when I do that, so see, it will just show that it is internally just calling the normal /day because it's a body parameter, and see the response body, hello, good evening is coming. So yes, it's all working absolutely perfect. So yes, all these things I tested. And now finally I will go to calculator controller. So let's say calculator control has get, post, and get. So here I will say get, and here try it out. It needs two variables, value A and B. Let's say 15, and this is like 33. So 15 plus 33, 48. So if I execute it and see here, so see it shows that add with A equal to 15, B equal to 33, it passed and got 48 as the response. So integer output. Similarly, I will just come back here and test with finally just once post, and it is saying that radius is there, which is required attribute this time. So if you don't pass, it will not work. So try it out. And if I don't pass anything and click on execute, see it is highlighting that it is mandatory. Okay, see execute, not working. So I'll enter here now as 20, and then if I click on execute, and yes, now I'm getting the output. So see, it shows circle /20 it is passing, and this is area of circle is so and so, and the parameter is so and so. That it is showing here. Okay, so this finally shows that yes, everything is working absolutely fine. Okay. But the main thing here is, have a look, the whole thing I did using purely Java. No third-party tool is required. And even with third-party tool, we had to remember many things, but now I don't have to remember anything at all. All the things will be searched by this particular documentation tool and will show you, and not only will show you, will help you to test it there itself. Okay. So by giving all the different types of permutation combination value, assume if this would have been actually connecting to a database, remember, then you can actually do that operation from here itself of insert, delete, update, everything. Okay. So all these things, when you see, immediately you can make out actually which is for which purpose. So isn't it very useful and very handy?